Hey Axel, so you are in Dublin, Ireland tonight. You're going to be giving a concert. I'm sure everybody there is going to be really excited. While you're in Ireland, I am going to cook something that's sort of Irish. It's kind of hot here in Arizona, so I'm not going to go with an Irish stew or corned beef and cabbage. I did decide to make some lamb shoulder chops, which I got at the store. They're much less expensive than rib chops, which are delicious, but at $18.99 a pound, that's sort of out of my budget for a regular basis. But the shoulder chops, when we're going to cook them, we're going to braise them for a little bit in some wine. That's going to tenderize them. They're going to be absolutely marvelous. So the first thing that I did was chop up some parsley and garlic together. I added black pepper and a little bit of salt. I'm going to put some olive oil on that. I'm just going to kind of mix it all together there on my countertop, on my cutting board. I'm going to take the chop, I'm going to press it down into the, ooh, it's nice, into what I have on here, each one. Get all of that. And it sticks really, it's stuck really nice to the meat. So I'm going to just transfer that over. Okay, so hopefully you can see that, but the chop looks really great. Okay, I did get the parsley from my garden. We are growing a little bit back there, which I enjoy immensely to grow herbs in my garden. So I am going to add some olive oil to a skillet. The skillet's pretty hot, so the olive oil is going to heat up for just a minute till it's, yeah, it's already smoking and shimmering. There we go. I'm going to put the lamb chops in the pan. They'll fit just nice in there. Excellent. The secret to a good sear on any kind of steak or chop that you have is to put it in the pan and just leave it alone. Don't play with it, just leave it alone. The next thing I'm going to do is chop up a shallot. Shallot's sort of a cross between a garlic and an onion, I guess. It's a little milder than an onion. I like the flavor. Pork chops to me, lamb chops to me are kind of delicate, so I like the more delicate flavor of the shallot. So I'm just going to cut that. I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise, and then I'm just going to cut it into some slices. We are going to have potatoes, of course, with our lamb chops. I have some over here. A whole bunch of little fingerling potatoes that I got at my local Whole Food type market, and a light salad of small tomatoes, feta cheese, a little bit of chopped spinach, fresh spinach. Turn those little chops over. Okay, let the other side sear. I also chopped some rosemary. I had several rosemary bushes out in my yard, so I chopped some fresh rosemary. We're going to use that with the lamb chops. Okay, I'm going to put the shallots over the top. Just slide right on there. Rosemary sprigs. I'm just going to do the whole sprigs and put them right on top of the chops. There we go. And then the wine. And we're going to braise them in wine. It adds a nice moisture. It'll keep the chops from drying out, give it a good flavor. And that's a little bit more than a cup. Lid on, and into the oven they go. They're going to stay in the oven for about 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes. It's the shoulder chops are a cheaper cut of meat, and that tends to make you think that it's going to be a tougher cut of meat. And that's not necessarily true. But we want this to be falling off the bone because there is a bone in here. So always protect your hands. And into the oven it goes. Turn the heat off. Set the timer. Set the timer for about 35 minutes. And we'll check on it every once in a while. Knock that over. Set that aside. Next thing we're going to do is prepare the little potatoes. They're already washed and ready to go. So I'm put them in a little baking dish. I'm going to add some olive oil to the potatoes. Stir them up. And I'm going to put these in the oven as well. They'll take, the oven is set at 300 degrees, so it's actually going to take the potatoes maybe a little bit longer than the chops. So I'm going to put them in right now, let them heat up, and then turn the oven up high. I have little grape tomatoes, and I'm just going to slice them in half, real easy. If there's been in doubt, oh my gosh, Lord, they wrap this like they do CDs. You can't get into it. All right, I gotta go find the scissors. Okay. We've unwrapped the. Oh, look! Oh, we have an escapee. Put him in there. Spinach. A little bit of it, handful or so, like that. I'm going to roughly chop it. And I do want some black olives in here, so I'm going to get some. And the olives I'm going to slice in half also, just because it's just a smaller presentation. Okay. This I'm going to put in the fridge to chill while the rest of the meal is cooking in the oven. All right. All we have to do is wait. We'll be right back. I like olives. All right, the lamb chops I've taken out of the oven and they are just exquisite. I'm going to take the rosemary off of them. Here we go. Got them in the, you can see that, I think, dumb camera, focus on that. They smell marvelous, they look great. So I'm going to cover them with some foil to get with the program, but I'm also going to, damn it. Well, that was really, really stupid. Alright, cut. We have to go get some burn ointment. Okay, folks, don't do that at home. I'm going to be working one-handed for the rest of the evening, maybe the rest of the week. I can't believe I did it, but I did. All right. I'm heating up the wine that was in the pan with the lamb chops. There's still some sprigs of rosemary. I'll pull those out at the end. I'm going to heat this up, boil it down so it reduced to a little pan sauce. And then I'm going to finish that with some butter just to make it nice and tasty. Okay, the salad. Okay, I'm going to dress the salad with a little bit of lemon juice. Just a bit. There we go. A little bit of olive oil. Just a bit. There. Toss that up. Ooh, I want some black pepper in there. Yeah. Salt. Okay, that's going to be difficult. I'm sorry, Axel, I need the day off. I'm injured on the job. I can take the rest of mine off. Okay, can you see the salad? Does it look good? Can you tell what it is? It's very nice. It looks real good. Okay. Removing the rosemary sprigs. Any of the pieces that have fallen off are fine, but you know, the woody stems don't really need to be in my sauce. Oh, listen to them, they're singing. Singing little potatoes. Yeah. All right. Those babies are going to be done in just a minute. They're nice and already getting crispy. I like them a little crisp. Okay, that has reduced down to a really nice little sauce. Okay. I'm going to take it off heat. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of butter just to finish it. Stir it up. Ooh, yeah. All right. Some again, Axel, I can't put the salt on anything. Okay. And here we have a beautiful lamb chop with a white wine reduction and shallots, a tomato and feta cheese black olive salad, and some roasted potatoes. Hope you have a great time in Dublin. We will see you next when you go to England. Okay, night.